Hi dear students, welcome back to Dhanya's classroom. It's me Dhanya. Today we are going to learn the first chapter of 9th standard geography. Name of our chapter, Sun, the ultimate source. Listen, this is the second part of our first chapter. Then first part, that is the factors influencing the distribution of temperature. What is that? The factors influencing the distribution of temperature. Which are the factors influencing the distribution of temperature in our earth? First point that is latitude. Then first point that is latitude. Then second point altitude. Third point nearness of ocean, and last point wind. Then factors influencing the distribution of temperature. First latitude, second altitude, third nearness of ocean, fourth point wind. How latitude influence the temperature variation? Topic: how latitude influence the temperature variation. You have studied that the sunlight is most intense in the tropical region because sunrise falls vertically. Already we studied the topic in equatorial region, that means in tropical region, sunrise falls vertically throughout a year. The angle of incidence of the sunrise become more inclined on approaching the poles. There occurs more energy loss as the sunrise have to travel more through the atmosphere owing to the inclination. From this topic, we want to understand the equatorial region receive more sunlight, that means more temperature than higher latitude region. Higher latitude region means Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, etc. receive less amount of sunrise because inclined rays of sunrise want to reach in that region. That's why temperature is low in that region. Equatorial region temperature is more. Our topic, that is how altitude influences the temperature variation. How altitude influences the temperature variation. Listen. Two places on the same latitude, one at sea level and other at the height. Then two places on the same latitude, one at sea level and the other at a height, will not experience the same temperature. That means two places situated in same latitude, but one very near to sea and one is far away from sea, will not experience the same temperature. As the height above sea level increases, the temperature decreases. Listen, altitude increases, temperature decreases. Why do people go to places like Ooty, Munnar, Kodaikanal, etc. during summer season? You know that on mountain about 5,000 meter above sea level, it is common to experience cold and snowfall. Then altitude increases, temperature decreases. When we move to that places, temperature is very low. You have studied that. Last year we studied that topic. The temperature in the troposphere decreases uniformly at the rate of 1 degree per 1 degree Celsius per 165 meter of height. What that process knows? The name of that process is normal lapse rate. Normal lapse rate. Every 165 meter of height, temperature decreases at 1 degree Celsius in troposphere. That process is known as normal lapse rate. Dear students, we want to calculate the approximate temperature of the place marked A in the diagram, assuming the sea level temperature at 30 degrees Celsius. Listen, sea level temperature 30 degrees Celsius. Want to find out the temperature of the place marked A in this diagram. You know that for every 165 meter of altitude, temperature decreases at 1 degree Celsius. We know that that process is known as normal lapse rate. Then for every 165 meter of altitude, temperature decreases by 1 degree Celsius. Then 165 meter of altitude, temperature decreases at 1 degree Celsius. From this figure, altitude, that is 1650. Then for 1650 meter, temperature decreases by 10 degrees Celsius. How we get that answer? 1650 divided by 165, that is 10. Then we got this 10. Then sea level temperature, that is 30 degrees Celsius. Sea level temperature, that is 30 degrees Celsius. Then the temperature of the place A marked in this diagram, 30 degrees Celsius minus 10 degree, we got an answer 20 degrees Celsius. How nearness of ocean influences the temperature variation. Topic: how nearness of ocean influences the temperature variation. Examine the table showing the temperature related data of some cities in our country. The diurnal range of temperature is very high for Delhi and Bangalore, whereas it is very low for Thiruvananthapuram and Goa, isn't it? It can be inferred that the range of temperature will be higher at places away from sea. Listen carefully. Then one place is situated very near to sea always experiences moderate temperature. Once more, if one place situated very near to sea, that place always experiences moderate temperature. But another place that is situated far away from sea, during summer season they may experience high temperature. But during winter season they may experience a severe cold. What may be the reason for this difference? The temperature remains moderate at places close to the sea. Reason behind that: sea breeze and land breeze. Due to the influence of sea breeze and land breeze, this temperature, moderate temperature experiences in nearby sea. Next our topic, that is how wind influences the temperature of a region. How wind influences the temperature of a region. While the hot wind raises the temperature of a place and cold wind reduces the temperature of a region. You know this thing. Then if that a hot wind, sure that region temperature increases. If that is a cold wind, sure temperature decreases. One example for you. Hot dry wind named Loo. The hot dry wind Loo, which blows over the places of North India during summer. Actually the wind that is hot wind, then North India during summer season, sure they may experience high temperature. During that situation, this Loo blows through that region, sure temperature of that region increases. Same way, a cold region, a cold wind maybe blows through that region, sure that region temperature decreases. Our topic: global distribution of temperature. What is global distribution of temperature? Observe this smooth curved line represent the temperature recorded at different places throughout the Earth's surface. Then first part itself we studied that lines are known as isotherms. Isotherms, and the one question is there in your textbook. Listen. Isotherms in the southern hemisphere are almost parallel to the equator compared to those in the northern hemisphere. Isotherms in the southern hemisphere almost parallel to the equator compared to those in the northern hemisphere. Why? Then listen, most of the continents are located in northern hemisphere. Most of the continents are located in northern hemisphere. The rate of heating and cooling of land and sea are not the same. The rate of heating and cooling of land and sea are not the same. In southern hemisphere, continents are less and so unequilibrium in the heating of land. Then southern hemisphere, continents are less. Then so isotherms in the southern hemisphere are almost parallel to the equator compared to northern hemisphere. During summer season, high temperature prevails over the land and compared to the sea. During summer season, high temperature prevails over the land compared to the sea. During winter, the situation was reversed. Do you understand? In the weather map for summer and winter season, the isotherms behave differently. Why? As like a question is there in your textbook. Listen, as it is the fluctuation in the atmospheric temperature. Already we realized that atmospheric temperature vary in different places. That's why this variation existed. Okay, my dears. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel Dhanya's Classroom. It's me, Dhanya. Thank you for watching my video.